Wagwan, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute, to be honest. I took a little break from BTC throughout the bearish market after the bull run. I took a bit of trades, I think, around here, but it's definitely been a while. So I'm moving back into the crypto scene now. Now it's starting to look like we're making local bottoms. I mean, we might head a bit lower, but I'll trade the ranges until then, and just get moving on to it. But obviously I've taken a bit of a break, so I'm going to get a bit warmed up, and I'm hopefully going to be analysing each day, and then also reanalyzing the trades that I take or mark out. I'm looking to actually start trading in September, October again. So up until then, mostly we'll be marking it out or just doing very small trades. So right now, I'm just going to drop a little quick analysis on where I think BTC is. I've had a bit of a look on my own time, and I've got a sort of idea of what's going to be happening or what to expect at different levels. So I'm just going to jump straight into it here. So you see on the weekly time frame, just throughout this big bull run from 2022, we're at this fib level, which is nice. Let me get rid of this volume profile for now. We'll get rid of some of these fibs down here as well. So we are at this fib level, which is nice. If we pull a quick volume profile from here, you can see value over low is just there. So I wouldn't be surprised to take these lows one more time. Whether that happens or not, I'm not too sure, because we have just taken these licks and some from here. But for the very long term, if I'm going to put a big bag in, it's going to be at these lows for now. Just them two there. If we pull down to the 786, I'm not going to be very happy, to be honest, with this next bull run. These two levels are the main key levels I'll be looking for that. But if we go on to the lower time frame now, so right now we've got the weekly time frame. Moving down to the day, we're going to look a bit more locally here. You can see, obviously, bearish trend in general, taking out some of these lows, We've violated these lows, or every single low here, and on market cipher we've put bullish divergences at them lows. Granted, the money flow wasn't nice, but we've got these RSRs coming up, we've got the bullish divergences, which is a nice clear indication that this was a good bottom, and obviously, as you can see now, it is a nice bottom. At the time, just the bullish divergence printing along with what the weekly looked at is the VWAP coming up. That's a pretty good indication of at least having a bit of a pump. Whether it's the bottom is to be decided. But if we pull down to the daily now, so we're going to look at more local ranges for potential positions. We've got this range here from this low. We can't really do anything before because we've taken out these lows, so it's just this consolidation range. On the daily, realistically, if I'm looking for, still, I call it a swing, but any swings, it's going to be at this trend line liquidity here pretty much. We're going to look to take that out, take these lows here at the value area low and push up. So it's going to look something like this. We can push down, resist here, take out the lows, bounce, go up here, bounce, above it, keep bouncing, touch here, and eventually do that. That's going to be the sort of idea moving into what I'm expecting to be the bull run. If we do not hold this, then it's possible we come down here and we resist a bit here, drop below, and maybe push up. But if we lose the 786 here, we are definitely taking out these lows, and then again we'll have to reevaluate the position. I believe there are some naked pox here for daily naked pox, but I haven't got them drawn in right now. I've got that on a separate chart. So yeah, the basis of this really is taking out these lows here. That's what I'm expecting for the next swing, really, on the daily time frame. I mean, we can still swing the 4 hour, the 2 hour, maybe the 1 hour, which right now is where we're at right now, which I'll jump into in a second. But overall, we are still looking bullish. Market cipher, we have these bullish divergences at them lows again, which are lined up with the 4 hour ones from these lows, which was very nice. Money flow again coming up over time, which is pretty decent. Obviously the momentum's dropping a bit now, but we can expect a little curve up here. If I just quickly change it to VWAP colour. So yeah, changing the VWAP colour, we can see here, we started to curve up, we have a bit of a dip, but as soon as this starts curving up, we could be a bit more confident in that low, and that might take us to these licks. Jumping onto the 4 hour now. This is where things start to get nice. You can see the position I've got open right now. I'm going to hide this for now. Let me just hide that. So jumping into the 4 hour again. Aiming for here really, but in the meantime we can look for little scalps. We've came down, smashed off the POC, resisted, back to the value area high, came back down. We're below the POC now, so we can expect to at least retest this POC right now, which is the long that I've got in ready for this POC. We might push above, bounce to the high again. Realistically, if it's a bearish trend, we're expecting lower lows, lower highs, so even if we get here, we'd only take the licks of this to come down and back to our sort of magnet in price. But if we do look a bit more locally here, so we're going to get rid of this fib, keep that black line in for now. But if we just look at the fib for this move here, you can see we are at this fib right now, and we have taken out these lows there. And if we look a bit more locally on the value area, we can see we are below this value area low, which is why I've taken this long. We're below the value area low, we're at the Fibonacci, we're below this line here, and we've got the divergences on the lower time frame, which I'm about to show you. But again, we're only expecting to really 64 200, maybe a push for TPs on that. So again, that's the low we've taken out. It's possible that we do also bounce again from the 786 licks. The ones down here, just down here, these are a bit of a stretch, to be honest. If we take them or get to them, there's not really much chance of us going high. I think we do take out these lows. So this will be the next area if we do resist off that POC to try again to go up. And if we can push into the value area, hold some of that trade to go further. But as you can see right now on Market Cypher, heavy bullish momentum. Heavy, well, I wouldn't quite call it heavy, but money flow is coming up, which is nice. We've got these RSIs starting to curve up, so we can get them to cross, stay close together, and then push out. That'd be nice. So our other target here, if we do manage to push past the POC, is just the fib from here. So if we draw that fib there, we can see, I'm going to zoom in a bit, we've got the top of the fair value gap here, fair value gap there. So if we do get to the top of this and wick this area, I'll be looking for shorts there on the 4 hour, which would turn out to be hopefully pretty decent, continue the downtrend to reach these lower levels, which I'm targeting here and ultimately here, I believe it was. Let's just clean this up a bit so get rid of some of these fibs. I'm going to actually keep the fair value gap in, so we've got a good target level in. So realistically, if it's going to be there, expecting to resist, we should only really wick above that level and get rid of this, and we can keep this for 4 hour volume profile in for now. Switch down to the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour here, again, same story as before. I'm going to bring back my hidden drawing now. So on the 1 hour, you can clearly see here why I took this position. Got the bullish divergence is confirmed here. Again, I deleted the line, but we are taking out these lows below the value low, the fib from this level, which is why I've taken this trade. We've got the bullish divergences there, and the money flow coming up throughout this here, which also was a divergence we've seen previously on the 4 hour. So all the divergences are lining up, and that's looking pretty nice, to be honest. So again, we are just expecting this level here to be wicked. On the 50-minute, we might start pushing a bit higher with candle closes. On the 4 hour, 1 hour, we might start pushing a bit higher with the candle closes, but ultimately on the 4 hour, we should wick it. So we shouldn't really stay above this level for too long if we are going to take shorts. Also, I've got my final TP here for this position, but if we get to here and we look like resistance, I'm going to close it. I've only got one position on 0.01 lots. Again, I'm just warming into this. I'm not really going to put any money on the line, but it's more just to get warmed up back into it. I'll put a screenshot on now of how this trade's going. Yeah, so there's the screenshot just on there now. So yeah, it's going pretty decent. So if we go to the 15, we're going to see why I took this and what's sort of happening here as well. So we've got these bullish divergences here, money flows looking beautiful, waiting for the confirmation of the 15-minute just there. So as that's confirming I entered. because a few of the things I have been doing in my time off is I've been making a trading bot for gold, granted, but there's a few things I've added to my base strategy which you're currently seeing and which you've seen before, which is quite useful. So the main thing firstly is the high Kanashi. So as you can see, high Kanashi here is quite good at indicating the trend, along with the EMAs from market cipher A. So this is looking quite a lot right now, so I'm just going to clean this up for you one sec. That's cleaned up right now, but the basis of these EMAs is there's quite a few EMAs from market cipher A, and using them you can determine a pretty good trend. So on the 15 minutes I saw this divergence printing, so I thought, okay, if the 5 minutes is also showing divergences and signs of bullish continuation, I'll start into on the 5. So as we come down to here, we see on the 5 minute we've got this heavy money flow momentum, money flow divergence here. Momentum's coming up, it's got the divergence there. Originally we'd pushed up a bit here, showing a green high Kanashi, but these EMAs hadn't come close together, so it went red again, then it went green, and I saw these all start to curve up. So I thought, if we go green here, if we get a red high Kanashi, we exit. If we keep green until we get to a bullish EMA, then we can hold it. So we did go green, bullish EMA. We did switch to red, but by that time there I put my SL to entry, so there's no risk on the table. And as you see, it started to pump pretty big, but our target still is right here. I'm not sure what the 1 and 3 minute looks like at this time. Let's have a look here. So yeah, on the 1 minute we had the bullish divergence, money flow wasn't nice, but then we had the trigger wave just here with the money flow looking beautiful. And then we came up green money flow, green momentum, and that's nice with the bullish EMAs. So that's the reason for this trade right now, but all in all, just for context, what I will be looking for, I'm going to clean this up, get rid of some of these indicators just now, that one, and move it back to candlestick charts. The basic thing we'll be looking for right now is, where's the pen gone? So we'll basically be looking for coming up to here at the park, bounce, maybe bounce, go high, take that, and then here is going to be the key point. So from that level here, so once we bounce off of here, we either come higher, come to the fib and then touch the value area high, or if we come down to here and we break it, we'll be doing something like this, and we'll be looking to take out these lows and these lows for longs. So right now we're just waiting for these highs to be taken, or potentially if we're looking for another scalp, we'll be looking for the fib here. But this again is a very small time frame, it needs to line up with the high time frames, but potentially a little small scalp here, but it won't be nothing major. It would be more if we come down to here, from this part come down to here. If we take a long here, it would just generally be a long target the retest of the value area low. So it'd be something like this from this level. It's not exactly, obviously we're not there yet, but something like that maybe, with a runner to the POC again, and then again to the value high, but the main target is going to be this. If we get a good entry on the lower time frames like the 3 or the 1, you could potentially look at doing something a bit closer with the SL like that, and then doing another position when we get to these 786 here, and again targeting that. So they're quite decent risk to rewards, but we have to see what it's looking like at the time. So yeah, it's just been a little quick bring back video, warming back up to it. I'm hopefully going to be doing these daily. Whether I actually upload them depends on how it goes, I guess. I could try and make it interesting, but obviously there's not really going to be much interesting things about trading. It's a bit tedious sometimes, but at least for the trade recaps I'll be trying to post that daily. Aiming to probably take just one trade a day, to be honest, on 0.01 lot size, because I've moved to a forex broker now. I will be going back to a crypto one, but for now I'm just going to stick to a fixed lot size. You're risking nothing. Like, I think on this trade I was literally risking like $1 or $2, so it's fine to do that as it is, and I get my rebates in from that as well, so it is pretty nice. But yeah, that's been everything. You've got my sort of analysis on the market. We'll try and come back to this in a day or two, and then we'll just do the trade recaps in the meantime. And I've got a few other bits of content I want to put out, so I might do that at some point. But yeah, that's been everything. Hope you've enjoyed, and catch you next time. Safe.